The 2010 the 2010s are often regarded as the golden era of cartoons for several reasons, combining artistic innovation, storytelling, culture, and the rise of a new generation of creators and fans. Many 2010s cartoons introduced more mature, complex themes that were rarely explored in children's media before. Shows like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, BoJack Horseman, and The Owl House did not just focus on humor and simple plots. They dealt with themes such as identity, mental health, trauma, relationships, and social issues. Several 2010s cartoons embraced overarching narratives rather than episodic formats. This gave shows like Gravity Falls, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and Infinity Train a chance to build plots over several seasons, bringing in viewers with a sense of continuity and deep character development. The 2010s saw a breakthrough in LGBTQ representation, with characters like Ruby and Sapphire in Adventure. Ah! The 2010 saw a breakthrough in LGBTQ representation, with characters like Ruby and Sapphire in Steven Universe, Princess Bubblegum and Marceline in Adventure Time, and characters in the Owl House openly representing Kira, 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 Q, Kira, Q, Kira, Kura, Kura identities. This was a major step forward for the visibility of diverse sexual orientation and identities in animated media, which had not been made in previous decades. Cartoons like The Proud Family, Kipo, and The Age of the Wonder Beast, and Crack of the Creek embrace different cultures and backgrounds, reflecting more diverse and allowing users to see them in characters from varying ethnic, racial, and socio-economic backgrounds. The 2010s era featured some of the most visual animation styles, from the flat and minimalistic designs of Adventure Time to the hand-drawn artistic of Star versus the Forces of Evil, or the more detailed shows like Over the Garden Wall and Bee and Puppy Cat push the boundaries of visual storytelling with unconventional animation techniques and artistic direction. Many characters and creators experimented with different animation style, methods, and visual storytelling using a mix of 2D, 3D, and even rotoscoping as seen in Project Horseman. This made the cartoons visual fresh and exciting. Characters in 2010s cartoons were more layered and relatable than ever before. For example, Project Horseman explored mental health and self-doubt through the lenses of its troubled protagonist, while Steven Universe showed a young boy coming to terms with his identity, family history, and the responsibilities of growing up. Unlike many older cartoons that reset the status quo each episode, the characters in 2010s grew over time, with their personalities evolving in response to events and challenges. This made the characters feel more real and allowed audiences to form deeper emotional connections. Shows like Project Horseman and Rick and Morty brought a more adult sensibility to animation, offering sharp social commentary, dark humor, and themes. These shows were not just for kids. They resonated with older audiences and tackled issues like addiction, fame, depression, and the human condition. At the same time, kids' cartoons like Adventure Time, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and The Owl House pushed the envelope of darker, more nuanced storylines. They presented serious topics like loss, acceptance, and personal growth, while still maintaining the ability to entertain younger audiences. The 2010s were a time when many creators began to have more control over their shows, leading to a rise in unique voices and diverse creative visions. Networks like Cartoon Network and Netflix allow for more risk taking experimentation with formats, themes. Shows like Over the Garden Wall and Regular Show were born from the creative vision of individual artists and writers, resulting in more personal and boundary pushing content. The, ava- the availability of streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus allowed cartoons to reach wider audiences. Shows like Tuca and Bati and BoJack Horseman could take more risk because they were not restricted by traditional network standards and could dive into more niche or adult content. The 2010s saw a merging of the nostalgic elements of 90s cartoons with modernized sensibilities. Shows like Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls Reboot catered to older fans by referencing or padding the cartoons of their youth while still appealing to a new generation of young viewers. This cross generation appeal made those shows a touchstone. Cartoons like Steven Universe, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Star vs. The Forces of Evil built dedicated fan bases, many of whom were adults. These communities engaged with the shows on a deeper level, creating fan art, fan fiction, and participating in online discussions that gave these shows even more staying power. Several 2010s cartoons received critical recognition for their storytelling, animation, and social impact. Steven Universe was lauded for its progressive themes, BoJack Horseman for its bold, mature approach to serious subjects, and Adventure Time for its innovative narrative and emotional depth. These shows received numerous awards, cementing their place as cultural significant works. Cartoons like Rick and Morty and Adventure Time became cultural phenomenon with their humor, references, and themes influencing a generation of creators and even mainstream media. The 2010s was is regarded as a high point in animated television because they pushed the boundaries of what cartoons could be, both in terms of visual creativity and the depth of storytelling. They featured more diverse characters and themes, took creative risks, and resonated with a wide range of viewers. The 2010s saw animation evolve into an art form that could tackle mature issues while remaining engaging for all ages, creating a lasting legacy of impactful and beloved shows.